In this video, I'm going to go over how to save your documents in Adobe Illustrator. So once you've gotten a critical amount of work done, you're going to want to save it. And you're going to want to save it often. You're going to want to save it before you're finished. And that's because you never know when your computer might crash or Illustrator might crash. So really save as often as you can. And when you do save it, for the first time, you're going to go to File and Save. And when you do this, this is when you're going to want to choose where you save it and how you title it. So first of all, I like to have my save window in such a way that I know where I'm saving it. If I see just this little bit of information, I'm going to want to go ahead and open up by hitting this little triangular caret so I can see more information. And then I am going to want to save this in a place where I'm going to know I'm going to find it. So documents might be good, desktop might be good, but the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new folder, and I'm going to call it, 2021 Spring Illustrator Artwork, right? And that's where I know that I'm going to save all of my Illustrator artwork, and that's just a folder that all of these files are going to go into. Once I have the folder, I can then go ahead and rename this document. And what you name the document is going to depend on partially personal preference or what the assignment calls for. Now, most of the assignments in my classes call for you to title your work by your last name, your first name, and then the title of the assignment. So, this might be Artist Inspired Poster, Mondrian, who's the artist that this is based off of, and then you want to keep this .ai, which is the format for Adobe Illustrator, and you're going to want to save like that. It's really important that you keep that .ai there because that's going to prevent the file from being easily corrupted or unopenable. So once you have that Illustrator format, it's probable that you're also going to want to export a format that is more easily readable because the .ai format or Adobe Illustrator format is only really viewable and readable by Adobe Illustrator and a few other programs that not everyone is going to have. So I also like to go to File and Export. And I'm only going to do this export part when I'm ready to share the work. And I'm going to choose Export for Screens. And I'm going to want to have this already saved as the Illustrator format. And again, I'm going to want to choose where to save this to. And in this case, it's already saving it to the right folder. But I can double check by clicking on the folder and checking that there. So that's right. And then I'm going to want to go ahead and choose a scale. And usually I'm going to want to choose 1x scale. I'm going to want to call this 1x suffix. And that's just going to be added onto the original file name, which we've already kind of saved here. And the format I'm going to want to choose is PNG or PNG. And this is a great format. It is easily readable. And so then I'm going to go ahead and choose Export Artboard. And now that I've done that, it will show up in my folder, in a 1x folder, and I will have my artboard1.png. And we'll notice in this case that it doesn't actually save that white background. It's a transparent background. So we might want to go ahead and fix that if we do want it to be not transparent. But you see also here we do have our Illustrator file here. So in this case, I do want the background to actually be white, so I'm going to have to fix that. So I'm going to have to go ahead and make a white square behind everything. So I'm just going to make a white square. I'm just going to make it bigger than the canvas area, and it's going to come out in front. But to fix that, I can, when it's selected, just go to Arrange in my quick actions here and Send to Back. And then I'm going to go ahead and just File Save quickly to just save the document. And then again, I'm going to go to File, Export, Export for Screens, and do the same thing and click Export Artboard. In this case, it's called the exact same thing, so the following files already exist and will get overwritten. In this case, that's okay because that first one was a mistake. But if you see this message, it's quite possible you're going to want to hit cancel and then change this to a different name. Okay, and now we'll see that I have the original here, which has the transparent background, and then I also have the one with the white background, which is what I want. So that is how to save Adobe Illustrator files in its native format and then export it in the PNG format, which is great for sharing with others via email or social media or on the web.